I'm Kris Hagan. For those who don't know, I've been a language coach for many years. In my career, I've taught a wide variety of people, from famous singers and radio presenters to doctors, uni students, and yes, even desperate housewives trying to find an English lover. I've finally decided to share my thoughts, tips and tricks with the world. Also check out my YouTube channel if you want to see my ugly mush. So let's kick off this podcast with a great jingle.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock, shining on his English tips. Kris
is an anagram of risk.
Kris.
Can you believe it? We're at the 10th episode already and Christmas is just around the corner. Have you started your Christmas shopping? I'm sure you haven't, because it's still November. But you crazy people out there, I know some people do start it in September. Now, something else that happens over Christmas is normally everybody gets fat. Now, I know we're still at the beginning of November, but I want to tell you something quite important.
And I beg you to fix it.
Okay, one thing I want to ask you before I get started is, why, wherever I am, there is no pen? When is somebody going to invent a pen? Or has a pen been invented that attaches to your body? Can somebody tell me, because I'm fed up jumping around the room looking for the pen. Wherever I put it in the last position it was, where the hell is it? I can't find it. Now, anyway, what do I want to tell you about today? I want to tell you about this thing here. We were talking about at Christmas, everyone gets fat. Okay, also at Halloween, if you eat loads of sweets, candy in America. Sweets if you went trick-or-treating over Halloween. On Halloween, there's only one day. No? The 31st of October, it's only one. It's only one of them. If you got fatter over Halloween as well, maybe now you need to do a diet, in inverted commas. Okay, do a diet is not correct. You can't do a diet. And you can't make a diet. Well, you can make one, but it doesn't really mean the same thing as what you're trying to express, what you're trying to say to somebody. If you make a diet, you actually create it for somebody else, okay? Maybe you create it for yourself, but you're creating it. You're actually writing down, this should be done, and this should be done, and this should be done. But if I'm the fatty here, fatty bum bum, which is actually quite true at the minute, if I'm the fatty bum bum and I need to do a diet, as foreigners say, I should say I need to go on a diet. That means put myself literally on a diet, okay? You find the diet and you sit on top of it. No, but we actually say to go on a diet. You don't sit on anything. Well, hopefully you sit on a chair, nothing else. Okay, so you go on a diet. You don't do a diet, you don't make a diet unless you're actually creating it for somebody else or for yourself, like I just said. You go on a diet. You can also say, I'm following a diet, if you're quite posh. Okay, but I'm not posh. So you go on a diet. Remember, go on a diet. Don't say, I do a diet. Please don't say it. Please fix it. And if any of you out there know of a company or a product that I can buy which keeps a pen attached to me in my hand 24 hours a day, please let me know.
Just a bit of adverts.
Looking for some extra reading comprehension material? Then S03 magazine is what you're looking for. And guess what? It's totally free. S03 magazine helps you expand your vocabulary while learning about new people, places and events. The world is now a smaller place with S03. S03 magazine, your window into the world of English. The link's in the description. It is! Go and have a look in the description. There's links to many things, not only to that. So who's our first guest this week? Have you got your pom-poms ready? I'm sure in my previous life I was a cheerleader. Nobody wants to see that these days.
Give me a Y! Oh, wait, why?
Because it's the first letter of her name.
Okay. Give me a Y! Y! Give me a V! V! Give me a O! O! Give me a N! N! E! Give me a Y! Y! Give me a V! V! Give me a O! O! Give me a N! N! E! Yvonne!
Is it Yvonne or Yvonne? Because I keep hearing people saying differently.
Yvonne.
Yvonne? Okay, so you say Yvonne.
I say Yvonne. Well, if you were my boss I used to work for, he could never remember what my name was. So he wrote it.
Betty.
He wrote it on the wall above him and he started calling me Vonnie. And I said, why are you calling me Vonnie, Robin? And he said, because it's easier than trying to remember if it's Yvonne or Yvonne or whatever, so he just called me Vonnie.
Right. I've always called you Auntie Yvonne.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter really.
No, it does to me. No matter you respond to anything, it's fine. Like,
That's why I never answered you. I didn't know who you were talking to.
Who? No, but do you know, recently I was thinking, keep hearing Yvonne. Even when I've said it to Debbie's your daughter who lives in Sardinia, who was with the other week, she never corrected me. And I was thinking, but maybe it's like a Mancunian way of pronouncing it or something.
Well, I don't know. I just call it Yvonne. It's just, I think of it. I don't, did you know that I was supposed to be called Shirley when I was born?
Do you know, on the way here, I actually took a photograph. This is no word of a lie. That's an Irish expression, okay? I took a photograph of a sign that said Shirley left. It's on my phone.
Really?
Yeah, there's a city also. On the way here, there's a town called Shirley.
How weird.
And I thought, I need to take a picture of that, and I had no idea why.
Well, now you know why.
Seriously, no.
Shall I tell you the story?
Go on, tell me the story.
Okay.
Why Shirley Bassey?
Apparently, no, way further back than Shirley Bassey.
You're older than Shirley Bassey.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I'm probably on. Shirley Temple.
Ah, okay.
Who was a famous little star.
The blonde.
She had curly hair. She was like about this big. She danced and she sang and did everything. My mother was going down to have me registered, and one of her neighbours came with her, Mrs. Lucas. When they got to the registration office, my mum, she said to my mum, "So what are you going to call her?" And she said, "Shirley." And she said, "You can't call her that."
Okay.
And Mum said, "Why not?" She said, "Well, everybody's called Shirley these days. Why would you just give
her
her
a trendy name?
Yeah, just give her a different name." And my mum said, "Well, I don't think she's that bothered. I can't think of any names." And Mrs. Lucas said, "Call her Yvonne. That's a nice name. It's a French name. There's not very many of those around." So I was called Yvonne.
Oh, for this reason.
And the weird thing is, when I went to school, there was only 2 Yvonnes in the whole school. So she was right. There wasn't many Yvonnes
and
around.
25 Shirleys.
25 Shirley.
25 Shirley. I had no idea. So basically, Grandma didn't really think about your name. Somebody else chose your name.
Absolutely.
That really sums up our family.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally.
So, a question from Debbie. Okay.
Oh, God. Dreading this.
No, it's not bad. She said, "Tell me, there's a story about Grandma and some wood. Something to do with the wood."
Trees.
Maybe that's what she means. She just wrote wood, and I don't know if she's talking about the spray from D squared, or is she talking about something
If it's what I think it is.
Probably.
When my mum...
If it's not, tell us anyway. But
No, when my mum and my Aunt Dina, they used to, wherever we lived, wherever the world, they always came and stayed with us 2 weeks, whatever, together.
Yeah, Tweedledum and Tweedledee, the pair.
They were like the female equivalent of Morecambe and Wise, literally. My neighbours loved them. They were all out in the gardens listening when they were there. Anyway, they were in the garden one day, and they said, "What can we do? What can we do?" And I said, "We can do a little bit of weeding if you want, or a bit." Mike was at work at the time. My husband was at work at the time. I said, "A bit of pruning, just cut things back a little bit," because my mum did gardening at home.
Yeah.
And I looked and I thought, there's nothing they can really bugger up. There's nothing they can do wrong. I was wrong. I just left them to it. I took them a cup of tea out at one stage, and then I was getting the dinner ready. And then Mike came home and he looked out the window and he swore very, very loudly. And I said, "What's the matter?" He said, "What then are they doing?"
You can swear in my podcast. It's fine,
what the F are they doing?
What the frog are they doing?
Yeah, what the frog are they doing? And I said, "What do you mean?" I said, "They're just tied in the garden up. They're waiting. They're, And he said, "They're cutting my cherry tree down."
And they cut it. Gee, no.
Well, when I looked out the window,
There was a twig left.
I burst out laughing because it was. It was a fairly new cherry tree.
Right.
We hadn't had it that long, and one of the branches, which was just starting to grow nicely out like that,
to make it into a tree shape.
right? Yeah. Well, my mum was holding the branch down. No, my Aunt Dina was holding the branch down. My mum had a saw, and she was sawing off the branch.
Jeez.
And I was like,
But did you stop them in time?
No. She'd cut halfway
sure
through it,
Michael
and as it just fell off as I looked out the window, and he wasn't happy, needless to say.
And so were they invited back though?
I always invited them back. I always invited them back.
All right, so this is the story of the wood then. Thank you very much.
Well, I can't think of any other wood. But
No, maybe it is. I'll find. If it's not, she'll let us know, I'm sure.
Okay.
She's not shy telling me. Okay, I'll see you next time for another question.
thank you very much.
Give me an E, give me an N, give me an N, give me an O, give me a V, give me a Y. Why? It's Yvonne in reverse.
Well, so there you go. Every time you're finding out a bit more about my family and how crazy we all are. This Auntie Eni, bless her soul, also once took me away from my house, not in that sense, like took me out for an ice cream, bought me a slider, which is, these like thin wafers with ice cream in the middle. It's called a slider. And on the way home, she argued with me where we lived. And it took us a couple of hours to get home, and the normal walk was like 3 minutes. So there you go. That was only one of the many, many stories. Also, my grandma and Auntie Eni once were in my nan's, so my mum's house, and they had an aquarium in the middle of 2 rooms. And one of them was in one room, one of them was in the other room, and they were going, come here, there's an aquarium here too. And the other one, there's also one here. And they went, come here, no, this one's better. It was the same one, just in the middle of the wall.
She's from Australia, koala. Kingdom of dangerous animals. Next time that you go, make sure that you know which you can hold and which will kill you.
Like a jellyfish.
It's Kenny Lawrence.
This week I wanted to talk about the blue-ringed octopus.
Blue-ringed octopus. It wears rings.
Well, it has rings on it. It's a blue spotted octopus.
So it's spotted or ringed?
It's like a ring. It's like a spot. It kind of lights up. Take a look on the internet. It's really beautiful, let's say, but it's very dangerous. This is one of the ones where maybe you'll learn something important. So the blue-ringed octopus is a very, very small octopus that you can find in Australia. And it's one of the first things you learn about when you're a kid, because they're very dangerous. If you get stung by one, it can kill you within 15 minutes.
Oh, geez, proper. Have you got a picture?
Yeah, here we go. Here's a picture. Can you see it?
But it's on somebody's hand.
Exactly.
Isn't that dangerous?
That's it. If you search online for this octopus, you'll find a lot of photos of people holding these. These are obviously tourists who don't realize that what they're holding could kill them in less than 15 minutes.
The famous photos you take before you die.
Exactly.
Great. Yeah, so these cretins here with these nice little... But it's cute. It's very cute.
It's not cute. It will kill you straight away. So they're something that that you often find in rock pools. So very close to beaches. And that's why when you're a kid, you learn that you should not be swimming in rock pools. You should not be playing in rock pools, because you might come across this little creature. And if you can see its blue rings, it means that it's aggravated and it's going to bite him.
Because the other time you don't see them.
Exactly. It's hidden. The blue rings are generally hidden or disguised. But when it's showing you its blue rings, like in the pictures you can see online of people holding them, it means that it's very upset and it wants to bite you.
Okay. So these people really are risking their life here.
Yeah, absolutely. So do not touch them. If you find one, do not pick it up. It could kill you.
And is this like an octopus? Do you eat this?
You can't eat it. No. They're not eaten. But they're very small. They're about maybe... you could fit it in your hand. They're very, very small octopuses. So very easy to miss. So this is it. Basically, the advice that we always learned with regard to this was... Basically, do not touch colorful things that you find in the water.
Okay.
Because if it's colourful, it's probably because it's trying to warn you that it's very, very poisonous.
So colourful animals.
Exactly, colourful animals in general.
Not someone swimming past in bright yellow Speedos or anything. No, because
don't touch colourful
things anyway. In Australia, you do everything on the beach, I'm sure. Yeah, barbecues on the beach, no?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're not normal, you people. Go on.
So that's it.
So don't touch colourful anything.
Exactly. Don't touch colourful shells. Don't touch colourful sea life. If it's colourful, it's for a reason. Usually that means that it's venomous. So you have to be careful with these.
And have you ever been stung by an animal like this?
Yes, I was stung once when I was a kid. I stepped on a very strange sea slug.
A sea slug?
And it was very pointy, and it ended up putting these little thorns inside my foot.
Not like a hedgehog type thing.
Yeah, it was like a hedgehog slug kind of thing. It was bright purple.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
it was colourful. You shouldn't touch it.
Exactly.
If it's colourful, don't listen to your own advice. You don't listen at all.
That's it.
It'd be very interesting to speak to these people on these photographs. I want to look on Instagram and contact them and go, "Are you still alive?"
In fact, I can't imagine what they would think once they Google what they've been touching and they realise that animal could kill them within minutes. It's honestly super, super dangerous.
Like me about to kill these children who are outside the house and dogs barking. Yeah. No, it's a very nice little animal. But this thing here looks like something you could buy in a pet shop.
Yeah, in fact, it looks like that, but they're quite rare as well. I mean, it's not something you're going to come across if you visit Australia for a few weeks, but it's something that you just have to be careful of because they do exist. But they're quite cute. It's true. In the pictures, they look very sweet.
Maybe to eat as well. Maybe this week to eat as well. But what other animals like? I mean, this here, does it get bigger?
No, it's very small.
They're always tiny.
They're very tiny and they live in rock pools.
So they're impossible to find unless they're attached to you.
Exactly.
They stick to you.
Exactly. You're probably not going to see it unless you're really searching for it, especially because without the rings, they're quite hard to see. But the problem with it that makes them so dangerous is that because they're found in rock pools, they're usually very close to the beaches and the coast. So it's not something that you have to go out to sea to find. It's something that is around where the public plays, where children go walking on the rocks. So that's what makes it such an important kind of.
So I think really, when you go back to Australia, you shouldn't work for the Australian Tourist Board because everything you say is, do not go on the beach, do not go on the rocks, do not go in the sea. So don't go to Australia, it's easier. Yeah. Stay here is a reason to keep you here. Kelly, stay here so you stay alive.
And so anyway, that's it. I hope you like learning about this one. Have a look on the internet, look it up because it's really interesting.
I find these stupid people who are taking pictures with them. Yeah.
There's actually some videos of people holding them as well.
Videos.
Exactly.
God. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Now we won't die down under all thanks to
So listen to Kelly's words of advice. Not everything beautiful is good for you. Jingle. See you next week.
Doesn't matter where you are, in the car or at the bar. Here for you comes in your ears, another word for thanks is cheers. Here's the new kid from the block, here for you around the clock. Shining all his English tips, Kris
is an anagram of risk.